Oops. All right. This second example, we're just going to move a little quicker. So suppose we have 3x plus 2y equals 5 and negative 2x minus 4y equals 1. We want to solve this through this method. Right, so first step, we're going to make an augmented matrix. 3, 2, minus 4, 5, 1. The next step is we're going to, again, work on this A11, first row, first column. We want this to be equal to 1. So we're going to say, okay, well, I'm going to take row 1 times a third. And so this is how I'll notate what's going on from now on. So a third of 3 is 1, a third of 2 is 2/3, a third of 5 is 5/3, and then the second row is unaffected. The next step is to turn A21 into 0, second row, first column. And to do this, we're going to take row 2 minus, actually we'll just do plus 2 times the first row. So we're taking the first row and adding a multiple of it. So again, the first row does not change. I can just copy that. What happens? Well, minus 2 plus 2, that's 0. Minus 4, minus 4 plus 4/3, calculate that in a second. And then 1 plus 10/3. All right, so let's see. That's 12/3, so that's going to be what? 8/3. Oops, minus 8/3. And what's this? This is 3/3, so that's 13/3. Okay, next step is to make this number, which is A22, second row, second column, equal to 1. So let's see. We're going to multiply by negative 3/8, multiply the second row. So again, the first row doesn't change. We can just copy that. 0 times negative 3/8 is 0. Negative 8/3 times negative 3/8 is 1. And then 13/3 times negative 3/8 is negative 13/8. Now our last step is to take this, which is A12, and make this equal to 0. So to do that, we're going to take row 1 minus 2/3 times row 2. Nothing happens to row 2. Row 2 is actually already solved. 1 minus 0, that's just 1. 2/3 minus 2/3 is 0. And then 5/3 minus, this will take a bit of work. So what's this going to be? This is 5/3 minus, a minus is a positive, 2/3 times 13/8. So it's a 4. So that's a 13/12. So that's a 20/12. So that's 33/12. Right. And now we're done. I'm not going to bother checking those, but you could. All right. So what does this mean? This means that x equals 33/12 and y equals negative 13/8. And this is once you practice it, this is essentially how you kind of work it out. You just indicate what you're doing, and then crunch the numbers. Voila!